Let us discuss today's important current affairs. A new tiger reserve in India. 58th tiger reserve in India. Madhav Tiger Reserve, located in Shivpuri district of the Gwalior Chambal region of Madhya Pradesh. The Madhav Tiger Reserve spans 1751 square kilometers with a core area of 375 square kilometers and a buffer zone of 1276 square kilometers. Madhav Tiger Reserve follows the recent designation of Radhapani Wildlife Sanctuary as Madhya Pradesh 8th Tiger Reserve. Madhya Pradesh have other tiger reserves including Kanha, Satpura, Badhagar, Pench, Sanjay Dubri, Panna, Virangana Durgavati and Ratapani. So very interesting. Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji on March 9th hailed the establishment of India's 58th Tiger Reserve and Madhya Pradesh 9th Tiger Reserve, reaffirming the government's commitment to the wildlife conservation and environmental protection. Taking to Twitter, that is X, Prime Minister Modi said, "Amazing news for wildlife lovers. India is blessed with incredible wildlife diversity and a culture that celebrates nature. We remain committed to protect animals and contributing to the sustainable planet." 4 more reserves in the state of Karnataka, Chhattisgarh, Odisha and Arunachal Pradesh are waiting for declaration as tiger reserves. Tiger reserves are notified by the state government after in-principle approval is given by National Tiger Conservation Authority. NTCA, National Tiger Conservation Authority, is a statutory body which works under Ministry of Environment. It's very important. And if you see the present tiger reserve, that is Madhav Tiger Reserve, the 58th Tiger Reserve of India, is a home to antelopes like nilgai, chinkara, chausinga, and deers including cheetal, sambar, and barking deer. Animals like leopard, wolf, jackal, fox, wild dog, wild pig, porcupine, python, etc. can also be seen in Madhav Tiger Reserve. So, in India, if you observe, in India, in 1973, we started Project Tiger, and in 2006, we have amended Wildlife Protection Act. In the year 1972, Wildlife Protection Act was enacted. In the year 2006, Wildlife Protection Act was amended to establish National Tiger Conservation Authority as a statutory body and also Wildlife Crime Control Bureau. In 2023, International Big Cat Alliance was launched on the occasion of 50th anniversary of Project Tiger. And in India, if you observe, if you see the statewide tiger reserves, Madhya Pradesh tops with 9 tiger reserves, Maharashtra 6, Karnataka, Rajasthan and Tamil Nadu 5 each, Assam and Chhattisgarh 4 each, Arunachal Pradesh and UP 3 each, Kerala, Odisha, Telangana, Uttarakhand, West Bengal 2 each, Andhra Pradesh, Bihar, Jharkhand and Mizoram 1 each. These tiger reserves are, see, in which state we have highest number of tiger reserves? Which tiger reserve is located in which state? This type of questions we can expect in prelims. And if you see, in 2023 tiger census, the number of tigers in India, according to 2023 tiger report, tiger census, 3,682. If you see in 2006, we have 1,411 tigers in India, 2010, 1,706 tigers, 2014, 2,226, 2,226 tigers in India, 2018, 2,967 tigers, and 2023, 3,682 tigers. This is very important. There might be a question on this particular data, tigers and tigers census. The next important news, our Union Home Minister Mr. Amit Shah is going to visit Assam on March 14th, that is after 2 days. And the 𝐾𝐨𝐰𝐧𝐥𝐨𝐚𝐝 community has once again raised the demand for scheduled tribe status. And you all know that there is a community, 𝐾𝐨𝐻𝐵𝐴𝐺𝐴. It's a tribe, but they did not get the ST status. They are demanding for ST status from, so they belong to state of Assam and they also reside in some parts of Northeast. 𝐾𝐨𝐻𝐵𝐴𝐺𝐴 community, 𝐾𝐨𝐻𝐵𝐴𝐺𝐴. On March 8th, leaders of 𝐾𝐨𝐻𝐵𝐴𝐺𝐴 Sammilita Jauta Mancha is a coalition of 12 organizations, submitted 15-point memorandum to BJP's Assam unit president. Their key demand includes granting of ST status to them, revival of historic Kamatapur state. Their key demands include granting of ST status to them, revival of the historic Kamatapur state, and the formation of Chilarai regiment in the armed forces to honor their legendary warrior. Chilarai regiment. There is a legendary warrior in the 𝐾𝐨𝐰𝐧𝐥𝐨𝐚𝐝 tribe. 𝐾𝐨𝐿 are found throughout the North Bengal, particularly in the Doars, as well as Lower Assam, North Bangladesh, and Terai regions of Nepal and Bihar and Bhutan. The 𝐾𝐨𝐿, one of the largest communities in Western Assam and North West Bengal, are among the 6 ethnic groups alongside Adivasis, Ahoms, Chutias, Mataks, Morans, seeking ST status for decades. Currently, they are classified as OBCs, not STs. Currently, 𝐾𝐨𝐰𝐧𝐥𝐨𝐚𝐝 are classified as OBCs, not STs. They argue that ST recognition would provide them with better opportunities in education, employment, and political representation. With better opportunities in education, employment, and political representation. Next, bad news is coming up from Syria. Over 1,000 killed in Syria in 2 days. Over 1,000 people killed in Syria in 2 days. More than 1,000 people have been killed in Syria amid clashes between anti-government groups and security forces, and many revenge killings are happening in Syria. This is one of the deadliest episodes in Syria in the last 14 years. According to the Britain-based Syrian Observatory for Human Rights, those killed include 745 civilians, 125 government security forces, and 148 militants of pro-Bashar al-Assad groups. So you all know that Bashar al-Assad was ousted from Syria a few months back. Now there is a clash between government security forces and some militants of pro-Bashar al-Assad groups. In December 2024, Syrian long-standing leader Bashar al-Assad was unseated by rebel groups. The violence coming months after his ousting, and now we thought that there might be a peaceful Syria, but unfortunately, even after the ouster of Bashar al-Assad, violence is being continuing in Syria. This is very bad, very bad. And Bashar al-Assad belonged to Shia sect, all-white community in Syria. The all-whites are a minority, but they have dominated till Bashar al-Assad was in power. They belong to minority sect, but still they dominated the Syria. Now, the group that has come to the power after the fall of Bashar al-Assad, that is HTS. After the fall of Bashar al-Assad, the group that have come into power is HTS. Hayat Tahrir al-Sham. Hayat Tahrir al-Sham. That group is ruling in Syria. It is a Al-Qaeda offshoot. It has the roots of Al-Qaeda. HTS has the roots from Al-Qaeda. All whites and other senior minorities such as Christians, etc., they are now fearful of facing persecution. They are fearful of facing persecution. Although the interim president Ahmad al-Shara have pledged that he won't carry such persecution, but people are worrying about that. So in Syria, there was a clash between militant groups which are supporting the previous government, that is Bashar al-Assad government, and the government security forces. There is a clash. Unfortunately, civilians are being killed in the war, in the clash. That's the issue. Very bad issue. Next important news. There's a news that is coming with respect to Mauritius. India says it will support Mauritius on the issue of 𝐾𝐨𝐰𝐧𝐥𝐨𝐚𝐝. We all know that 𝐾𝐨𝐰𝐧𝐥𝐨𝐚𝐝 is a bone of contention between UK and Mauritius. In the year 1965, Britain have given independence to Mauritius, but retained the 𝐾𝐨𝐰𝐧𝐥𝐴. And after few years, Britain have leased it out to America, and then that lease also over. Now, Mauritius is saying 𝐾𝐨𝐰𝐧𝐥𝐴 belong to Mauritius, and Britain has to return to Mauritius. UK considers that 𝐾𝐨𝐰𝐧𝐥𝐴 are the overseas territory of UK. But now Mauritius is strongly demanding 𝐾𝐨𝐽. And here Mauritius is exactly located in the central Indian Ocean, and 𝐾𝐨𝐽 and Mauritius, they are both archipelagos. India has supported Mauritius in its stand on its sovereignty over 𝐾𝐨𝐽 archipelago, and this is the long-standing position of India with respect to decolonialization and sovereignty and territorial integrity of small countries and developing countries. Foreign Secretary of India Vikram Misri said. Addressing a special press conference on Prime Minister Narendra Modi's two-day visit to Mauritius beginning on March 11th, the Foreign Secretary said that several MOUs will be exchanged, including on trade, promoting of small and medium industries between the two countries. During the current visit, Prime Minister Modi will expect to sign a technical agreement on sharing white shipping information between Indian Navy and Mauritius authorities. It will further enhance maritime security of Mauritius, safety of its trading corridors, and enhance regional cooperation of real-time sharing data. It will also enable Indian authorities and Mauritius authorities to cooperate in preventing illegal activities, improve Mauritius maritime domain awareness in the region. Prime Minister Modi ji is visiting Mauritius tomorrow to attend Mauritius National Day celebrations, 57th National Day celebrations. Next important news that is coming up from ISRO. ISRO to get 2 new launch pads in 2 states, and Chandrayaan 4 is getting ready. The Indian Space Research Organization is set to expand its capabilities with 2 new launch pads, said by ISRO Chairman V. Narayanan. One will be constructed at Sriharikota, Andhra Pradesh, and the other is at Kulashekarapatnam, Tamil Nadu. The Kulashekarapatnam, Tamil Nadu. One is at Sriharikota, Andhra Pradesh. The second is at Kulashekarapatnam, Tamil Nadu. These facilities are expected to be operational within 2 years, supporting ISRO's growing launch profile and enhancing India's space exploration capabilities. Chairman Narayanan also announced ambitious plans for Chandrayaan 4, slated for 2028 launch. Unlike its predecessor, Chandrayaan 3, which is weighted 4000 kg, Chandrayaan 4 will weight around 9200 kg and involve 2 modules docked in space. Its primary goal is to land on the moon and to retrieve the samples, marking a significant leap in India's lunar exploration efforts. So, we are going to see very soon Chandrayaan 4. We are going to see very soon Chandrayaan 4. It's very important and interesting. On the international collaborations also, ISRO Chairman Narayanan revealed plans with respect to NISAR. Already this is very interesting news. NISAR, NASA ISRO Synthetic Aperture Radar, NISAR, NASA ISRO Synthetic Aperture Radar. ISRO's achievements over the last decade are remarkable. We have launched 433 satellites from 34 countries using an Indian-made rocket from Indian soil, of which 90% were sent in the past 10 years. So, it's very, very important, and ISRO is now planning to have very cost-effective space missions, that is very low-cost space missions. The next important news is from Israel and Gaza. Israel cuts electricity supply to Gaza, says it will use all tools to bring back hostages. Israel Energy Minister said that he has instructed the Israeli Electric Corporation to immediately cut off the supply of electricity to Gaza. This move came after a week after Israel blocked aid to the Palestinian enclave Gaza. I have just signed the order to stop supplying of electricity immediately to Gaza Strip, said by Israeli Energy Minister. We will use all tools at our disposal to bring back our hostages. Hamas should be no longer in Gaza. So, Israel blocked all the aid from entering to Gaza, and Israeli, after the end of 5 weeks ceasefire, now Israel is using all tools against Gaza. This is the news that is coming up from Gaza. Even Netanyahu, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, warns Hamas of the consequences it could not even imagine, it cannot even imagine if it won't release the hostages in Gaza. Russia is set to hold joint naval exercise with China and Iran in Indian Ocean. The Security Belt 2025, the name of the joint naval exercise is Security Belt 2025. It's a joint exercise in the waters not far from Iran, and it will be held later in the month of March. Iranian state media also confirmed this. The aim of this joint exercise is to strengthen military mutual trust and foster pragmatic cooperation among the naval forces of the participating countries. And as per the report, observers from Azerbaijan, South Africa, Oman, Kazakhstan, Pakistan, Qatar, UAE and Sri Lanka will also monitor the exercise. So, it is very close to India. India should be very, very precarious about that. This type of exercises like Security Belt 2025. So, it's a point. Coming to the world of cricket, India have won ICC Champions Trophy against New Zealand in Dubai. Earlier in 2023, we lost ICC World Cup against Australia, but now we have won it. Men in Blue have made it this time. It's a very big news for India. They came, they stayed, they conquered. They came, they stayed, they conquered. India entered the ICC Champions Trophy as a firm favorite and in a nail biting final. The men in blue held their nerve to edge, passed New Zealand by 4 wickets with an over to spare at Dubai International Cricket Stadium on Sunday. Chasing a target of 252, skipper Rohit Sharma led from the front with a sparkling 76 to get his side off to a blazing start. Rohit and his deputy Shubman Gill stitched a 105 run opening partnership to put India in a cruise control. The spunky Kiwis, that is the New Zealand, though they had a remarkable comeback, but still they could not sustain our strength. The atmosphere inside the stadium, it was completely in blue, and after the victory, the entire stadium celebrated. After the victory, the entire stadium celebrated. So men in blue, that is the Indian team won ICC Champions Trophy. We have won the ICC Champions Trophy. This is an interesting news that is coming up. Protests are continuing in Manipur. Women blocked the vital highway in Manipur. Women protesters blocked National Highway number 2 in 𝐾𝐨𝐰𝐧𝐥𝐨𝐚𝐝 district of Manipur on March 9th, a day after the area witnessed clashes between security forces and 𝐾𝐞𝐴𝐽𝐽 people that left one person killed. A shutdown observed in the hill district of Churchandpur. It also affected the movement of vehicles. An indefinite shutdown was called by civil society group in all the 𝐾𝐞𝐴𝐽𝐽 areas. You all know that from last 2 years there is a big communal clash between Kukis and Metis in Manipur, and the issue went flared up very badly. Situation is not at control in Manipur. And the other important news that is coming up, delimitation. The DMK leaders, ministers from Tamil Nadu and also MPs, they are going to visit 7 states to support South Indian states, and South Indian states should not get badly affected with the delimitation process with respect to the MP seats in the South Indian states. As part of its efforts to build a momentum against a likely population-based delimitation exercise, the ruling DMK in Tamil Nadu has decided to send ministers and MPs to 7 states to muster support from other political parties so that the Lok Sabha delimitation process will not adversely affect the South Indian states and will not stagnate the South Indian states with the minimum number of MPs, and North Indian states should not take advantage of their population explosion. So now Tamil Nadu CM is steadfast and he is taking all the steps to do that. This might be our question this time with respect to delimitation in the mains. Already in the last year prelims they have given complete details about that. In prelims we already got the question on delimitation. In mails also we can expect this time. Jaishankar visit to UK, Ireland, and security breach during Jaishankar's visit. And more importantly, India-UK FTA, India-European Union Free Trade Agreement, and how now India is looking at Europe, diversifying its friends and partners. So the entire article, building capacities, is very important. Next important article is about Iran, America, and the Middle East politics. Second chance, Iran has a reason to be wary of Trump's dialogue proposal. It was Donald Trump who sabotaged the 2015 JCPOA, better known as Iranian nuclear deal. When Mr. Trump have come into power for the first time in 2017, he cancelled all the deals and imposed sanctions on Iran. Now again, Trump wanted to have a dialogue with Iran, but Iran should be very cautious about this dialogue. And this America's Iran policy will also affect the entire Middle East combinations and Middle East politics. So, in 2018, Donald Trump imposed maximum pressure policy on Iran. In 2018, Donald Trump imposed maximum pressure policy on Iran. And also we can see, after Trump's exit in 2021 from White House, America's policy towards Iran was subtle. But again, Trump have come into power. Let's see how it's going to do. And tomorrow, our Prime Minister Modi ji is going to visit to Mauritius. India-Mauritius relations and a must visit to deepen long-standing India-Mauritius ties. In our current era of geopolitical churn and uncertainty, Prime Minister Modi's visit to Mauritius on March 11th and 12th will be a celebration of the deep and long-standing ties between the India and Mauritius. In 2015, Modi visited Mauritius exactly 10 years back. But on this occasion now, he will be the guest of honor on the Independence Day celebrations of Mauritius. India and Mauritius have enjoyed political consensus irrespective of the party in power in either country. Mauritius has a new government in power led by Naveen Ramgoolam of Labour Party. Naveen Ramgoolam, the present Prime Minister of Mauritius, belongs to Labour Party, whose coalition won a landslide victory in the elections held in November 2024. While India-Mauritius relations will continue to be positive and stable, this visit of Prime Minister Modi provides an opportunity for Mr. Modi to establish personal connect with Ramgoolam and reassure him that India's continuing support to the Mauritius security and prosperity. It's a very important visit for India. కాంపిటేటివ్ ఎగ్జామ్ సంబంధించి ప్రత్యేకంగా సివిల్ సర్వీసెస్ ఎగ్జామ్ సంబంధించి ఏ ఆప్షన్ చూస్ చేసుకోవాలి, ప్రిపరేషన్ ఎప్పుడు స్టార్ట్ చేయాలి, ఏ బుక్స్ రిఫర్ చేయాలి, ఇలాంటి డౌట్స్ ఉంటే CSBIS అకాడమీని కాంటాక్ట్ అవ్వచ్చు. దీనికి సంబంధించి నా పర్సనల్ అపాయింట్మెంట్ ఈ వీడియో పైన డిస్ప్లే అవుతున్న కాంటాక్ట్ నెంబర్కి ఫోన్ చేసి తీసుకోవచ్చు.